Okay. This is New Hampshire Cross Country powered by Runners Alley, coming at you from the 2024 Capital Area Championships at Merrimack Valley. Here I am, Ryan Moyer, alongside me, Mike Smith.
Yeah.
Here bringing to you Capital Area Championships, I believe one of the oldest meets running here in New Hampshire.
Yeah, and it's been here, I don't know how long it's been here at, specifically at Merrimack Valley, but it's been a long time in this course.
47 total years.
Yeah, while the course has changed a little bit, it's still made up of kind of the same loops and things like that. Today, when we look at our boys' tops teams, we should be looking at a battle between St. Paul's and Bow. However, Merrimack Valley, I would assume, is going to want to defend on their home course. And then when we look at Division I school, we have Concord. And so those are probably the teams that we're going to see towards the front and stuff like that. When we look at top individuals, we've got Andrew Carroll and Owen Gorek of St. Paul's. We've got Concord's Josiah Conley, who won at Battle of the Border a weekend or so ago. We've got his teammate Spencer Clemens as well. We've got our faster star from Newfound, Colin Foster. Kearsarge's Daniel Dahlbeck, and then of course Merrimack Valley's Michael Reynolds and Ben Jeffrey. A whistle, so they're going to get final instructions from John Gogol. John Gogol's probably been starting this race for 46 years as well. John's definitely an institute when it comes to capital area type stuff. I remember they used to do, I think they used to do some of the capital area at Belmont at one time, back in the day of Gore Majak, running like a ridiculous 16:04 on that very difficult course. But it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Something like 13 teams here. Last year's champion, it'll be a new champion this year no matter what, because last year's champion was Bocelli, Howland Valakis, and he's now running for Phillips Exeter. So we're about to get underway. This meet, they do things a little bit different, run the boys first and then the girls. We just witnessed a co-ed JV meet, and there we go.
Now underway here at the 2024 Capital Area Championships.
Josiah Conley right out to the front. So Colin Foster shadowing him as well. And there we go.
We'll head on over to a little bit into the race. Here we are now, about 1K, 1,200 meters into this race.
Josiah Conley out front. Here we go, Andrew. Followed by Dan Dahlbeck.
Let's go, Danielle.
That's Spencer Clemens. We've got one of our top guys from St. Paul's, and that was Colin Foster.
You know what to do.
Another.
Okay, Owen, right on.
Looks like St. Paul's right now with the early advantage.
A couple of St. Paul's here, yeah.
5 through now.
Together.
I think there's now 5 for both.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving right to the camera, we have Josiah Conley, Dan Dahlbeck. Right at 5'5". There's
Right on it. You know what's going to happen.
first. Here's their second and their third.
Nice Linus. Steady. You got
Bo's
Owen just
first.
back. He's just
Isaac
back.
Nutt, Homer.
You got Linus right there, Owen. He's right there.
Bo's second.
Here we go, St. Paul.
Yeah, so St. Paul's
Let's see
the
it.
commanding
Let's see
lead
it.
at this point. They've got 6 in before we see our third from Bo.
Concord's definitely still in the mix, though, for sure.
I would say so. They've got the numbers, so that certainly helps. Again, I'm not sure on Merrimack Valley. I believe that's the 4th. We are kind of looking in the sun, which means it takes a little longer to kind of figure things out here.
Yeah, so Merrimack Valley coming in, they believe they're 5 and 6 here, so gonna be tough to defend home turf.
Michael Reynolds just went by for Merrimack Valley. He's generally up in the front, so I would say that's not boding well for them if he's not their top guy.
Yep.
When he generally is, but at this point, again, we're essentially a week out from the divisional championships, and you know, you got to make the decisions that make the most sense. Getting ready to go into those and stuff like that. I know it'll be interesting to see on the girls' side with Newfound. They've been running without Emerald Briggs. She had pneumonia, and they've been running without her primarily cautionarily. I'm not sure if she's ready to go today, but I know they're going to be thinking about making sure she's ready to go a week from Saturday.
So it looks like we're closing out this first mile. We're going to head over to the second mile.
Concord in third. Dahlbeck in fourth. That looks
You can probably
St.
get-
Paul's and St. Paul's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're winning.
You can probably come up a little bit closer to the camera so we can hear you. Yeah.
I did the math.
Just want to make sure.
A lot at the front. Here we go.
Okay. So here we go. Just coming off of that second mile.
We got Josiah Conley of Concord. We saw he went through the mile in 4:53-ish.
Might be a little hard to tell with the lighting, but here he is now. Coming out of the woods.
And just coming out of the woods is St. Paul, either Andrew Carroll or Owen Gorek. Followed by Spencer Clemens of Concord, who's really come a long way this year. We got Dan Dahlbeck of Kearsarge. St. Paul's third, St. Paul's fourth.
So we got, St. Paul's 2, 5, and 6.
5 and 6 right now.
Yeah, so really good numbers for St. Paul.
Colin Foster back in 7. Is that where we're at? 7?
Yeah.
St. Paul's had a really great second mile.
Yeah, definitely moved up quite a bit from that
Foster was in
first.
4th when we
Yeah.
saw him at the mile.
No, Foster was in really good position at that first mile. He's kind of on his own right now.
Colin, you gotta find blue kids. You gotta find blue. Let's go, Colin. Come on, pick it up.
We've got Bo's number 1, St. Paul's 4, Isaac Hodmeister, Nud Meyer of Interlakes, and then St. Paul's 5th. Hopkinton's top guy, and St. Paul's 6th.
Let's go, Z. You're 11 right now.
All right, we're gonna head over to the finish now and see our winner.
15:46.
So coming in, it's gonna be rounding the corner here is gonna be our winner for the 2024 Capital Area Championships.
Josiah Conley of Concord, another win in the books going into the championships.
15:47.
So that's really close to course record, like ridiculously close. So
Yeah, it was what?
not knowing if we got it
15:46?
official.
So pretty darn far.
Yeah, he opened up a fantastic gap there.
Yeah, he really did.
We're still waiting on second place. Last we saw it was either Andrew Carroll or Owen Gorek of St. Paul's.
And that's gonna be
Coming in
him.
now. So this starts the scoring for St. Paul's.
So yeah, it's number 2.
Concord second, Spencer Clemens finishing third.
So Concord goes 1 and 3. St. Paul's in second.
We got Dan Dahlbeck of Kearsarge with a nice run here.
So Kearsarge gets number 4 spot. St. Paul's number 2.
Top D3 runner. St. Paul's 2 and 3.
Yep, so St. Paul's will get 2, 5, and 6. So that solidifies your top 6 for this year's Capital Area Championships.
Colin Foster coming through in 7.
Let's go.
It's good points for Newfound. And got a pretty good gap here again between.
Saw might have been Bo. So this is St. Paul's number 4.
Yep, so that was going to be St. Paul's 2.
St. Paul's number 5.
5, 6,
all in the top 10.
and 8.
And then there's their 6.
Yeah, St. Paul's taking it away.
And 6 in front of Bo's 1. And then we've got Isaac Nud Omeyer. I'll say that wrong a million more times before the season's over. Hopkinton's top guy. This is probably Max Dupo. I don't know him well enough yet. And here comes Bo's second. We got one from John Stark.
I believe
Remember
this is their
correctly,
first.
there were a couple of them together earlier.
Yeah, so they had a solid pack. St. Paul
Good
again.
measure. Here comes
Yeah.
St. Paul's. Number 7 in the top 15, I believe.
Yeah.
Merrimack Valley's number 1. That was an impressive run by Conley to open up a gap that big.
No, he went through in like, what, 4:53, I think, that first mile? Really big battle here.
3. This is Concord 3 and 4.
I believe it's their 3 and 4. Yeah, we haven't seen many. I don't think, unless we missed them. But yeah, I believe that's Concord's 3 and 4. So they had a
There's Bo's
tough run.
3.
I believe this is Bo's 4 or 5. I think.
Merrimack Valley's 2nd.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to call that for St. Paul's.
Oh yeah.
5 in the top 10. We'll usually do it when it's more than a dual meet.
Yeah, usually pretty hard to lose that one if you got 5 in the top 10.
Here comes Newfound's number 2, Guilford's number 1, and I believe this is finishes the scoring for Concord. Right?
Yeah, this looks like they're 5. He needs to really pushing it.
5 and 6. So that's gonna get tight.
Yeah, so that might be our top 4 teams, I think.
Yep. Belmont.
Hopkinton now getting in their first few, I
And
think.
Hopkinton, they lost 2 big guns last year, in Matt Klarner and Daniel, Ben Daniel. Yet they've been doing a pretty good job of reloading this year. And Division 3, we have Muskoma up at the top, but then a lot of the other spots are open. So I think they're probably going to be in for a top 5 spot, or certainly battling. And that's tough when you lose 2 top 10 guys to be able to come back
really.
like that.
Yeah, it really drops you down. Had a few John Stark come in there, Merrimack Valley as well. We have another one for John Stark coming in. 2 more Guilford and Merrimack Valley running their way in to probably solidify their spots for team scores. Bishop Brady, another Merrimack Valley.
Wise guy.
I think this might be,
Here starts coming through, another Merrimack Valley, another Interlake. That's going to be Hopkinton's 5th, I believe.
Definitely. I think this is Interlake's 5th as well.
Nice.
So it looks like this is starting to round out our field here for team scoring. So yeah, so great race by Josiah.
Great race by Josiah, and I mean, that was pretty impressive by St. Paul's. But that's the way you go about winning a meet.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are your individual and team winners, we believe. Josiah from Concord and St. Paul for your team.
Now we got to get ready for the ladies.
Yes, we do. We're going to close it out here. So again, this was New Hampshire Cross Country powered by Runner's Alley, coming at you from the 2024 Capital Area Championships at Merrimack Valley. We're going to close out here. Ryan Moore alongside me, Mike Smith, as well as Davio here right behind me.
Oh, you can hear Davio on the camera.
And so we'll close out here. So long from Merrimack Valley.
Back with the ladies.